UK CAS interview questions and answers. University of Central Lancashire MRes Management. Before starting, please subscribe our channel.
Good morning. Can you please introduce yourself?
Good morning, and thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Sushmita Sharma, and I come from Pokhara, a beautiful city in Nepal. I completed my bachelor's in business studies from Tribhuvan University, where I developed a keen interest in research and management studies, particularly in the area of leadership and sustainability. I have always wanted to pursue a postgraduate degree that would help me explore real-world business challenges through research, and that's why I have chosen the MRes in Management at the University of Central Lancashire. I am highly motivated to make the most of this academic journey and contribute to the business education and research field in my country.
Why did you choose the University of Central Lancashire?
Thank you for asking. I chose the University of Central Lancashire after thorough research and comparison with other institutions. UCLan stood out to me because it offers a well-structured MRes in Management program that focuses on both academic rigor and practical research application. I was impressed by the university's commitment to research excellence, its experienced faculty members, and its modern facilities. The course structure, which includes modules on research methodology, data analysis, and a major research project, aligns perfectly with my future academic goals. Moreover, I read many positive testimonials from international students about the supportive environment at UCLan. The university also offers a relatively affordable living cost in Preston, and the international student services are well regarded. I truly believe UCLan will provide me with the ideal academic environment to grow and challenge myself.
Why did you choose the MRes in Management over a regular master's program like MBA or Master of Science?
That's a very important question, thank you for bringing it up. While the MBA and MSc are more common choices, I deliberately chose the MRes in Management because my long-term goal is to enter academia and eventually pursue a PhD. The MRes is designed specifically for students like me who want to develop advanced research skills and produce original academic work. Unlike an MBA, which is more professionally focused and often targeted toward industry practitioners, the MRes offers in-depth training in research methodology, critical thinking, and independent project development. This is exactly the type of preparation I need to become a researcher and university lecturer in Nepal. Also, it gives me the opportunity to engage in meaningful research on topics such as ethical leadership and sustainable business practices, which are highly relevant to developing countries like mine.
What will you study in this course?
In the MRes in Management program, I will be studying core modules such as research philosophy, quantitative and qualitative research methods, literature review and proposal writing, and most importantly, a substantial research project or dissertation. The focus of the course is on developing skills to conduct rigorous, independent research. I am particularly excited about the dissertation, as I plan to research sustainable business models in the South Asian context, with a focus on ethical decision-making. These are areas that are close to my heart and are becoming increasingly relevant in Nepalese business culture. The academic guidance from expert faculty and access to UCLan's research databases and resources will provide me with a strong platform to conduct impactful research.
What are your future plans after completing this course?
Thank you for asking. After completing my Master of Research MRes in Management, my immediate goal is to return to Nepal and work in the academic field, either as a lecturer at a reputed university or as a research assistant involved in policy-related projects. I believe Nepal has a growing need for evidence-based business education, and I would like to contribute to that transformation. In the longer term, I plan to pursue a PhD and publish my research findings in international journals. I hope to mentor future students, engage in community-based research, and perhaps even influence ethical policy development in Nepalese enterprises. The skills I gain at UCLan, both technical and academic, will be crucial in helping me reach those goals. I want to be part of a new generation of educators who bridge the gap between theory and real-world application in business.
How will this course help you achieve your career goals?
This course is a perfect match for my academic and professional goals. It will give me the foundation I need to understand the full research process, from formulating questions and reviewing literature to designing research frameworks and analyzing data. These are essential skills for becoming a successful researcher or lecturer. Also, the independent research project will allow me to specialize in my area of interest and build a portfolio of work that I can use for PhD applications. I also expect to enhance my critical thinking, academic writing, and presentation skills, all of which are necessary to thrive in academia. By the time I return to Nepal, I'll be equipped with global knowledge and practical research tools that I can apply in local contexts.
Do you know the tuition fee for your course?
Yes, I do. The tuition fee for the MRes in Management course at the University of Central Lancashire for international students is £13,500 for the full academic year. I have already arranged this amount through personal family savings, and I am fully prepared to cover all academic expenses.
How will you fund your studies in the UK?
My education will be fully funded by my parents. My father is a farmer, and my mother is a government high school teacher. They have been supporting my academic journey since childhood, and they've saved up for my higher education abroad. In addition to their income, we have fixed deposits and savings in a joint family account. I also have a bank account in my name, with the required funds for both tuition and living expenses, maintained as per UKVI regulations. I understand the importance of financial stability when studying abroad, and I've made sure all documentation is in place.
Do you know the cost of living in the UK?
Yes, according to the UKVI guidelines, the estimated cost of living outside London is £1,023 per month. For a 9-month academic program, that totals to £9,207. I have already arranged this amount in my bank account. I've also done personal research about actual living costs in Preston, such as accommodation, food, transportation, and other essentials. Since Preston is relatively more affordable than other UK cities, I believe I'll be able to manage my expenses wisely and within budget.
Did you consider any other universities?
Yes, I did consider a few other universities, such as the University of Huddersfield and the Montfort University. However, when I looked deeper into the course structure, faculty profiles, location, and affordability, the University of Central Lancashire stood out to me. It is one of the few universities offering an MRes specifically in management. Its emphasis on research and the one-on-one guidance offered by faculty members were very appealing to me. UCLan also has a strong track record of supporting postgraduate researchers, and I felt confident that it would be the right academic home for me.
Why do you want to study in the UK and not in your home country?
That's a very valid question. While Nepal does offer some postgraduate programs, the academic infrastructure and research facilities are still developing. In contrast, the UK has a well-established reputation for world-class research, academic excellence, and quality assurance. The MRes program in particular is rare in Nepal and not structured in the same way as it is in the UK. Studying in the UK will allow me to learn from globally respected academics, use advanced digital libraries and research databases, and gain a multicultural perspective on management practices. These experiences would not only broaden my academic horizons but also prepare me to contribute more meaningfully when I return to Nepal.
Where will you stay in the UK?
I plan to stay in university-managed accommodation during my first year. I believe it is the safest and most convenient option for an international student like me. It will also give me the chance to live close to campus, which will save time and help me focus more on my studies. I've already looked at accommodation options on the university's official website and am prepared to make a booking as soon as my visa is approved.
Do you plan to work while studying?
Yes, if my academic schedule permits, I would like to take up part-time work within the 20 hours per week limit set by UKVI. This will not only help me cover some personal expenses but also give me exposure to the UK work culture. However, my first priority will always be my studies and research. I understand the importance of maintaining good academic standing, and I will make sure any part-time job does not interfere with my coursework or research commitments.
Do you intend to stay in the UK after completing your course?
No, I do not intend to settle in the UK. I am genuinely committed to returning to Nepal after completing my course. My ultimate goal is to contribute to the educational development of my country. I believe that the knowledge, skills, and international exposure I gain in the UK will help me become a better academician and researcher. I am very close to my family and community, and I want to use this international qualification to make a meaningful impact back home.
What do you understand by academic integrity, and how will you maintain it during your studies?
Thank you for the question. Academic integrity is a very important principle in higher education. It means being honest and responsible in all academic work, especially when it comes to research, writing, and assessments. It involves avoiding plagiarism, cheating, data falsification, or presenting someone else's ideas without proper citation. As a research student, I take this concept very seriously. I plan to maintain academic integrity by properly referencing all sources using the required citation style, conducting original research, and ensuring that any work I submit is entirely my own. I also plan to attend workshops or training sessions that the university offers on academic writing and plagiarism prevention. I believe maintaining academic honesty is not only about following rules, but also about building personal discipline and professional ethics for my future career as a researcher or lecturer.
How will you manage your time effectively while living and studying in the UK?
That's a great question, thank you. Time management is something I'm already practicing during my preparations. Studying in a new country with a different academic system can be challenging, so I've created a study plan that includes dedicated time blocks for classes, reading, research work, assignments, and revision. I also intend to use digital tools like calendars, planners, and task lists to stay organized. At UCLan, I know the MRes is research-focused, which means I'll have to be self-disciplined in managing deadlines and progress. I also plan to participate in peer study groups and regularly consult with my academic supervisor to stay on track. Additionally, I'll set boundaries to balance academic work with self-care, part-time work if needed, and social activities. I understand that success in postgraduate study requires not just intelligence but also consistency and proper planning.
How will you deal with cultural differences and homesickness while studying in the UK?
That's an important concern, and I appreciate you asking this. Moving to a different country comes with both excitement and challenges, especially when it comes to adjusting to a new culture, food, lifestyle, and academic expectations. I have mentally prepared myself for this transition by learning about British culture, etiquette, and student life in Preston. I also plan to stay connected with my family and friends in Nepal through regular video calls, which will help me emotionally. At the same time, I'm really looking forward to meeting people from different countries and making new friends through university clubs and international student events. UCLan has a strong support system for international students, and I will not hesitate to approach the student support team or counseling services if I ever feel overwhelmed. I believe cultural exchange is a beautiful part of studying abroad, and I see it as an opportunity to grow both personally and professionally.
Thank you, Sushmita. That's all the questions we have for now. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we finish?
Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today. I truly appreciate this opportunity to share my academic background and future aspirations with you. I am genuinely excited about the journey ahead at the University of Central Lancashire and confident that this program will help me grow both intellectually and personally. I have worked very hard to prepare myself for this next step, and I am fully committed to maintaining high academic standards, respecting UK immigration rules, and making the most of this opportunity. I hope I have been able to express my sincerity and readiness for this course. Thank you once again for your time and consideration.
Thank you, Sushmita. We wish you the best for your studies and visa process.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.